All right, we got Charleston White, man, talking about Charlie Kirk, which to me, I thought that these two was like, he spoke the truth for the black community. Charlie Kirk spoke the truth for the white community and really the nation, not just white folks, because white and black people love both of these guys. This is what they do. They debate facts. They spit facts. They travel and talk in front of so much people, ruffle their feathers. This is what this show is all about. Two people I admire watching and debate, man. But seem like you would think that Charleston White kind of likes this guy, Charlie Kirk, but
it don't look like it.
Not at all. Not at all. So let's get into this, man. Let's get into these reactions, man. So we're going to start with this and let's listen to what he say. And I'm going to actually turn this thing up to 125 so y'all, we can speed this thing up. Let's go.
White folk, because I with everybody. How y'all gonna tell me what I can't say? It was fun and dandy when I talked about the George Floyd and his daughter. It was fun and dandy when they had the Uvalde school shooting. I made mockery of the Uvalde Mexican babies getting killed. It was funny when I made the Houston news talking about raping Asian babies. It was funny when I was talking about the Jews and Aiden Ross' sister. Now it's on y'all. And y'all used to love me, set my tickets, but now it's on y'all. I told y'all I don't like nobody. I like white pussy. I don't like white people. I like Chick-fil-A. I like the Constitution. White folks just happen to be in the way of that. But I don't like nothing that nobody to say, I won't talk about them if something happens. It's what I get paid for. It's called satire comedy.
When Charlie Kirk died, I looked up your name on Twitter, and a lot of people said that you were the Charlie Kirk for black people.
There's no such thing as a Charlie Kirk for black people. No. Let me tell you why. Because I'm a black man that stopped looking at white people's problems and started looking at my people's problems. Charlie Kirk didn't look at his people's problem. He stayed looking at black people's problem as if we're the problem. We're not the problem. We don't have an impact on foreign and free trade that allow all these immigrants.
Now, before he gets too far on that is an incorrect statement because Charlie Kirk did not solely focus on black people's problems. Yes, when a black person was in front of him, he debated black people on what they was talking about. But Charlie Kirk was not solely speaking about black people's problems. No, you might have caught a couple things about the DEI, which would include black people. You might have seen him talking about a couple black people playing a victim card, and he would tell them, you are just, you know what I mean? You're just as good as I am. You just got to keep applying your pressure and focusing on what you're doing. So that is where Charleston White is incorrect.
Into the white man's country. We didn't bring them over here. We didn't bring the drugs. We didn't bring the dope. So the CIA have never... The CIA and FBI have never targeted no group of people like they have targeted black people. And even J. Edgar Hoover said there would never be a black messiah unless we make them. So they're going to kill all our black messiahs. So my problem with people saying Kirk is like me, he ain't stood up to the white supremacists. He ain't stood up to the skinheads. I've been standing up to the negative elements and the detriment of black people. He ain't looked to white people and said, hey, we got a bunch of white kids shooting up schools.
Now, he's wrong again. Wrong again. That's what got him killed. He was speaking up against the powers that be. He was turning down money against the powers that be. Talking about these wars and the way things was happening against the powers that be. Charleston White, that's 0 for 2. Keep going.
Got a bunch of white kids and their babies. We lead the nation in child pedophilia and molestation of children. Hey, man, we need that Epstein list out. They say the president's name is on that list. He ain't doing that to his people. He was a talking point. Who
Oh my gosh, how much wrong can he be? He spoke. You can find all these clips about Charlie Kirk right now talking about the Epstein files, and Charleston White's just wrong. And normally he's not this wrong, but I don't know why he's
spread a lot of misinformation, almost the borderline of lying. The statistics that he was using was false. Black people don't commit 50% of the murders in this country. We commit 50% of black murders, which is a small fraction compared to the Mexicans, the whites, the immigrants. So he challenging children. I'm challenging adults. So we are not the same. He wasn't putting his life on the line because he was talking just about black people. He never talked about nobody else as if black people are American.
So wrong. On so many fronts, so wrong, Charleston White. Man, I don't know why you did this interview talking like this. I can't wait to read the comments.
America's problem. So that's my problem with that shit. Hell, he ain't know me. I stand up to the gangbangers, the killers. I pick on the bullies of the race. He picked on the weakest of the race, the small, undeveloped brains of our children on a college level, on an entry college level.
Yeah, because that's where the future lies. Anybody who is already outside of college, what are the what are the chances they are willing to unlearn everything that they have been indoctrinated in and already started to believe in? It's so hard to get those people to change their minds. So yes, let's get them while they are there in college and tell them you're wasting your money in these college programs. You see what I'm saying? Don't go through life playing the victim card. Charleston White, you could not be so wrong about this whole situation, man. It's like you playing for the other team. Like, I don't get why he's saying this. He's 1,000% wrong right now.
Y'all had a lot of the same points though.
And Sean Cotton, shout out to him, but he is not checking him right now. He's not really like, I don't think he's not doing none of that.
No, he didn't. He was lying. He said Dr. King was a horrible man. I didn't say he was a horrible man. I say he was a whoremongering preacher. That don't make him a horrible man. Donald Trump is a whoremonger. He ain't never called him a horrible man. Donald Trump got rape allegations. Bill Clinton, rape allegations. The prince over there in rape allegation, rape allegation. So you never heard him call anybody a horrible man. But he won't say Dr. King is a horrible man. He's a lying motherfucker. Dr. King talk peace. So yeah, man. So no. So we've never said.
I think
never
with
heard
slavery,
that clip,
y'all
so
both.
I don't know.
He mentioned something about slavery.
He said,
you said all the time.
he said we was better off with slavery.
Yeah, you say that too.
He said we were better off than we are today. He a lying motherfucker. We got rights today. We were better off together. But my rhetoric and his rhetoric do not align. We were not better off as slaves when a white man can rape a black woman and be excused.
But in past interviews, you did say slavery needs to come back when it's out of control. You have said that a few times.
No. He's not advocating for slavery to come back. He's advocating that we were better off as black people as slaves.
Okay.
I'm saying we need these conditions to strengthen us as black people again. We wasn't better off. We were just stronger. We wasn't better off when we can be hung up on a tree and captured when they said we was free and the other slave masters said, no, that's still my. We wasn't better off. We didn't have more.
Did you know Charlie Kirk before he died?
No.
I seen him
I
debate a few times.
want to say, me and him was on a segment together on Alex Stein's show, on Prime Stein with Alex Stein. So I want to say we had a brief segment, but him and Alex Stein is real good friends. So, but I've never heard of him, never knew anything about him, never seen a video before he died or nothing. So I'm saying, why would we be affected by a white boy getting killed by a white boy? Why would that bother black people? It don't matter. We don't cheer it on or nothing because his rhetoric don't reach my ears. He's never came across my algorithm. You know why? He arguing with college students that don't know a motherfucking thing. He couldn't have debated me. One of the biggest lies I heard him say is that Trayvon Martin hunted George Zimmerman in the middle of the night. Then another thing I heard him say that black women can't think. Black women, he can't.
And then again, these are clips taken out of context. You would have to look at everything, but I think Charleston White should know better than to react and judge anybody based off clips, especially as how for his whole career, he's just been taken out of context off of clips, little one-liners, and people taking that and run with it and calling them whatever you want. That's why they say, oh, Charleston, you're this, you're a murderer, you did it, all this stuff. So he should have some type of grace and at least Charlie Kirk the respect of going to research the full context of the clip,
Can't think. But then he says, if he saw a black pilot, he wonders if he's qualified.
He don't know DEI. He
When
don't
I
know
see
that
a
was a
black
whole
pilot, I
DEI
say,
conversation.
White folk let you get this job?
He has no
For him
clue.
to even be at the door to get the job, he got to be qualified. It's certain tests you got to pass. So yeah, they pick you on your color, but your color don't get you in the door. Your test scores do. So nigga, they trying to make it seem like black people ain't worked to accomplish what we done accomplished. And they forget they ain't built shit. So when I heard Charlie Kirk talking, all I heard him talk about is negative rhetoric, negative points, negative statistics about black people. What about the statistic that today's black father?
But swear to God, Charleston White, that's all you do is talk negative about the black community. So it's like it's kind of hypocritical coming from Charleston White. That's why I'm thinking Charleston White should have been the one to understand a little bit more what he's saying. And maybe in the future that will change. But so far, he's doing a terrible job.
Are more involved in their children's life than any other ethnicity. So why he's saying, well, single mothers now, you must forgot Southern strategy.
No. I don't believe that. Seeing as how all these single mothers and children being raised, and that statistic saying black people are the biggest demographic of being in their kids' life. Well, how is that possible? I mean, and even if it is possible, they're not under one household and they're not staying together. Now, they can be involved. Involved is one thing. But to actually be raising your own kids is another. To be involved is one, but to be raising your kid is another. And how in the hell would you even be able to conduct a study like that? Seeing as how all these moms is single, raising these kids independently. Like, what in the hell? Who made that bullshit up?
Tell the whole story. We've been duped and tricked. We have never had a fair shot. You talking about redlining, Jim Crow laws. So homie, he acting like the playing field been even amongst black people and white people. But I'm telling Kirk and all this people, black people are not y'all problem. We're not building missiles like North Korea and shooting them to the shores of Canada. We didn't take your planes and run them into the building. We ain't done none of that. All the crime that white people is complaining about is black on black. Mm-hmm. There's not a high black on white crime rate. Yeah. I wish it was, because when I was a kid, every crime I committed, where the camera is? As a kid, every crime I committed was against white people, because I had black older people telling me, you go cross the railroad tracks. The 10 commandments is for your people. It ain't for nobody else. Thou should not kill his own kind. Thou should not steal from his own kind. But you can go over there and steal. You can steal from white people if you black. You can rob white people if you black. They've been robbing us because we black. So they want to try to make it color don't matter. Because color matter to them about everything. That's why they put race in place. Mm-hmm. When race don't matter to nobody but Americans. They play race with us. It's white nationality that they embrace. They white nationalist ideologies. That's why you hear that governor of Utah say, we was hoping it was somebody else, because they really want to hate. When I saw that, when I first saw Charlie Kirk get killed, and
I said,
lock 'em up.
Oh man.
Lock 'em up.
I didn't see it. I just heard about it. I don't watch white people. I don't watch nothing white people talk about, especially politics. That's the biggest con game sham. I'm playing con, homie. I'm not a Republican. I'm a smart. I'm not a Democrat. I don't give a fuck about being Republican or Democrat. I'm playing on both parties because both parties is dumb. All you got to know is some basic information about history and the Constitution, and you can play both sides. Because both sides are one and the same. A group of hateful old white people that are living in white fear because they know they done everybody wrong.
And I would disagree to that. Democrats and, I mean, I get what he's saying, because whether you're a Democrat or whether you're a Republican, guess what? They both lead you to the slaughterhouse. So for you to specify and be, now you can be conservative and independent. I think that's one of the safest ways you can be, you know, just be thinking from a most fair level, from a most understand, you know, traditional level, you know, all the let's bend the rules. What? All right, beat it, man. You know, from a level and you know what I mean? Dang, he just threw my whole stuff off for no reason, man. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not, they both gonna lead you to the slaughterhouse. Behind closed doors, they're best friends. They besties. I'm telling you, they locked in. You know what I mean? But then we come out here and we fight each other. But yeah, liberals are absolutely different from conservative, traditional people. You know what I mean? Think of a white boy out here doing hunting and all that, you know, chewing, spitting on tobacco, and another dude over here claiming himself as we are no genders. Their genders don't exist. Those are two completely different people with two completely different realizations. You know what I mean? So we can't sit here and say, oh, everybody the same. They both just old white men. No, that's absolutely incorrect. Once again, I don't know what's happening to Charleston White. Usually he's spot on, but today he's not hitting.
And their greatest nightmare is one day somebody sits over them. They're losing their country and they blaming they. We ain't sent 9 grams of fentanyl across the borders that's destroying their white kids that's overdosing on fentanyl and opioids.
That's true.
We ain't sent now motherfucking me coronavirus disease over here to cause a wipe out of sick homie, but they blaming they as if the crime bothered them. Our crime do not affect white people. You know why? Because they got the prison on the stock exchange. So it ain't costing nobody no money to lock it up. They making money off locking it up. There go your free labor. So they complain about crime. They need this crime to keep black slaves. That's why, even if we never commit a crime, before you're born in America as a black person, you're already a criminal. You know why? Because we can line up 50 black women. How many black women are having boys? They raise their hand. Okay, all black women line up over here. We go 1, 2, 3. One of y'all boys are going to prison before they're even born. Well, who's saying that? America. Because America has a booming prison industry. And they need this prison industry. Not only that, it strips these black people of the rights we once gave them because we still need slaves for free labor. So we're not.
Okay, so I get what he's saying, but let's see if he got anything else to say about Charlie Kirk.
For future generations, the Ross group is too young. So they can do all of these homie challenges. to HBCU. They just wanted to record me and ask me a bunch of questions. Give me nothing. Burnt like a mother. Meat like them. We for the greater good of America. Nigga, they not our problem. They not our initial criminals because they got a hate crime for it. I don't give a mother. And I got conversation. Because if you do that, you put more focus on bettering you.
That's player hating, saying if Charleston didn't have this money, he would.
One of the most powerful offensive word in the English dictionary. So I use that word as a tool back. And then the black community, I get a call from Dacian's stepdad, who's a good friend. I also made a public prayer, nigga, kill white folks, rape white women. So man, I just got arrested. She said, they got a.
Yeah, I think that was all, but it gets a little worse than that. Let me show y'all this one, man, because he did go pretty wild on this. I mean, he was talking about his wife. He was going pretty crazy. Let me show y'all this real quick, so we can react to this.
I have no problem when it's black on black crime. Smoking on Tuka, they didn't have no. So now we smoking on Charlie Kirk. Too far. Too far. Oh my goodness. So y'all didn't go too far with George Floyd. He has a family. Come on, white people, don't be hypocrites. So y'all didn't go too far with, they shot the black lady in the house. The police did. I believe heaven and hell is fairy tale, because if people believed in heaven and hell, then there was no way white people would be as evil as they are. There's no way white people would be as evil as they are if hell really exists. They blow up babies and children and separate families and take kids from their parents and come on.
Well, he also made a song about Charlie Kirk, death. It was pretty wild. I don't know if this one is it. Let me see.
I made fun of the Mexican babies. Y'all didn't cancel me. I made fun of a whole school of Mexican children getting killed. Uvalde, look it up. Y'all didn't have nothing to say to it. So who give a f about Charlie? I can't stand Charlie. And you know what I'm realizing? The youth don't like Charlie neither. That's why they killed him. Only the old folks like it because that's the old way. The new day ain't the old way, so Charlie had to get out the way. The young people, this was a young people's call. They hate Charlie. You know who love me? The young people. Because of Aiden Ross, Neon, all the young streamers. You know who?
And I ain't even gonna lie, let me talk about that for a minute. Cause with Charleston White, I remember he talked big stuff about Aiden Ross. And then he was like, oh, Aiden Ross showed me so much compassion and forgiveness and was able to still give me that money, that check. And that bothered me. Cause I'm like, Charleston White was one that always talk about folks spending all this money on clothes and shoes. And now if you watch everything he do now, it's all about the clothes and the shoes, the chains and the money. It's like, bruh, what if you got compromised? What if you been bought? Maybe that was the plan all along, bro, to forgive you anyway. Cause like, hey, just get him on board. Like, and you did it for money. You didn't like what Aiden Ross stood for at first, but then because he forgave you and still offered you money, now you unk to him. He can do whatever. He can play the gay stuff on you. He can do whatever he want to do with you. Stuff that you would have never gone for. And now look how much you changing. You see, and I still love Charleston White, man. One of my favorite creative players, dog. But I'm just thinking, like, I don't know if he knows that from some a big fan of yours, but yeah, bro, you might have been compromised. And I don't know how to feel about that. Maybe I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm tripping, but the way this new Charleston White is with the money and flashing it, and it's like you turning into these rappers now, bro, that you so hypocritical about. So who knows, man? I mean, and like I said, maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know what y'all think, but I've been seeing a Charleston White transformation, and it's something to raise an eyebrow about. That's all I can say, man. But still one of my guys. Can't wait to possibly have him on the podcast, talk to him about this myself. I'll get him back on the phone, see if we can work something out. But yeah, Ruffle Feathers TV, let me know what y'all think about this, man.